Alright guys, so today is going to be the very first episode of Fall Food Friday. This is a collab that Fallon from Moss Family TV hosts, I guess, every year. Last year was the first year that I took part in it, obviously, because it was the first year that I ever had a YouTube channel. So, hi baby. So today I figured we would just go ahead and do dinner and dessert because I was making the pumpkin dump cake. So, surprise, if you didn't see the thumbnail, that's what we're making, is a pumpkin dump cake. But earlier I seen a Cracker Barrel commercial on TV and it had chicken and dumplings on it. And I was like, that looks really good. So I'm gonna try to make that. I've never had Cracker Barrel chicken and dumplings, so I don't know if it's gonna taste the same or not. But in the end, it's chicken and dumplings. It'll most likely, hopefully, be good anyways. So we're gonna do that. So I figured we'd do dinner and dessert. Now my family's not a huge pumpkin fan. I am. I love it. I think I'm pretty much the only person that loves it. Nolan likes it. John will eat it. So we're gonna do the first recipe pumpkin because pumpkin is my jam and it's my absolute favorite. So I figured we might as well go into the collab doing my favorite. So that's what we're gonna do. If you're new here or you're honest, if you're new to Fallon anyways, the Fall Food Friday is a collab that she does for four Fridays of fall. She chose to do the last 2 weeks of September and the first 2 weeks of October, kind of as a compromise for some of the people that wanted to do it. I was down with whatever, so that's what we're gonna do for the next fall. What is going on? For the next 4 Fridays, I will have Fall Food Friday video. Anybody is welcome to do it. It's an open collab. All that you have to do is after you post the video, when she posts on Friday evening with her Fall Food Friday, which is usually about 7:30, I think, somewhere around there, when she posts her video, you just go over, comment on it, tell her that you done one as well, and she will add it to the playlist. Especially with us just starting out or newer YouTubers, it really helps. Last year it really helped me grow, and it actually is one of the things that helped push me over the threshold of getting 1,000 subscribers. It is also where I have met some of my very close YouTube friends, like through that collab is how we came together, and we're still friends to this day. So we're just gonna jump in here. I'm gonna get this cake started. I'm gonna show you how to make it. The recipes will be linked down below. I don't do recipes that are in like cookbooks that I have bought, just because I don't think I'm supposed to do that. Like if you can't find it online or in a magazine or something, you're not supposed to share it, I think. I don't know, I think that's the rules. But I will always make sure that I use recipes that I can share with you, because Lord knows I very rarely follow a recipe to a T. So let's go ahead and get this cake started, and then we'll jump into the chicken and dumplings. It's only 4:17, but sometimes meals take time, and I wanted to have one of them done before I started the other. Well, not started because the chicken is done, but I didn't want to do both of them at one time because I get overwhelmed very easy. So let's go ahead. I'm going to show you everything we need for this recipe. Throw it together, throw it together, and then we will show you the end results and what we think of it. So let's go. Okay, so for the recipe, now I'm only going to do half of the pumpkin mixture that goes into the bottom of it, because like I said, my family's not the biggest pumpkin eaters. So I'm only going to do half of the bottom. Now this is sort of like a cake slash cobbler kind of thing, but I'm only going to do half, like I said. So I'm only going to use one 15-ounce can of this. You're actually supposed to have one of the big ones or 2 of these, so we're going to do one of this, and also just one 14-ounce can of sweetened condensed milk. Like I said, the recipe will be down below. If you love pumpkin like me, adopt me, and the recipe is down below, so you can do this. But you need a can of pumpkin, sweetened condensed milk, pecans, these are optional, but I had them, so we're going to use them, a spice cake, milk, 2 eggs, yeah, because I'm doing half of the recipe, that's right. So 2 eggs, butter, vanilla, and pumpkin spice. So this is what you'll need for the recipe. Let's go ahead and get it done. Okay, so I was reading over the instructions, and it said that their little tip was to use a cake mix without pudding in the mix, because they heard that it works better. And mine has pudding in the mix because that's the only spice cake that I found. After that, I saw that a friend posted that Great Value has one, but this is what we got. And I don't know if the Great Value one has pudding in it or not, but maybe you might want to check that. Guess we'll find out together if it really hurts it or not. But like I said, I'm only going to do half of the pumpkin bottom part, simply that way it's not as thick for the family. So we're going to do one of these and one condensed milk. And then, you know, since we're only doing half, we're going to half everything, obviously. That would have been the easy way to say that. And we need an entire jar of sweetened condensed milk. I actually, the original recipe I found used pumpkin pie filling, but I couldn't find that. So, and it also took evaporated milk. They didn't have that either. So I thought if I mixed the pumpkin with this, it might make it work out good as the pumpkin pie filling. And well, then I ended up finding this recipe that uses this instead. So worked out even better for me. I love sweetened condensed milk. I like to put it in coffee. And we're gonna put 2 eggs. You can find our other one. I always eyeball my seasonings, spices, whatever, same thing I guess. So I'm gonna put close enough. This is supposed to be 2 teaspoons. Hey baby. 1. Hi. Hi honey. You going outside? And this is the vanilla bean paste that I'm putting in here instead of just vanilla extract. And then how much? 2 teaspoons. I'm gonna put about 1 teaspoon of this. Might be a little bit more. And then I'm going to do about a teaspoon of cinnamon instead of both pumpkin spice, because I love pumpkin, but I'm not the world's biggest fan of pumpkin spice. Pumpkin spice, pie spice. And I think it might be the cloves, it might be the nutmeg, I don't know, but just something I don't care for. So it usually helps if it's plugged in. This already smells really good. It smells very fall-y. It smells like a pumpkin roll, which I love. One of my favorites are pumpkin rolls. I have to make them every year for Christmas or Thanksgiving. Most of the time both, even though pumpkin roll is more of a fall thing. For us, we like it at Christmas too. Me and my parents and sisters, I got 2 of them. They always make sure I have to make a pumpkin roll. This smells so good. Now you're going to level this out. Yeah, that's going to be plenty pumpkin for my not so pumpkin loving family. So we'll lay that out, and then on top of this, it says sprinkle nuts onto pumpkin mixture. I'm gonna break them up to make them go farther. Be easier to eat, and nuts are expensive. They are to me anyway, so. I'd actually bought these to make some of the crock pot pecans because we really like them around here. But I guess if the recipe needs it, it's fine. So now we're going to put the cake mix on top. I just sprinkle it evenly. And then we need to melt half a cup of butter. Now since the butter is to help the cake mix on top, I am going to go ahead and do exactly what it says. So I'm going to melt this and then we'll be right back. Okay, so we got our half a cup, which is 1 stick of butter here melted. We're going to add half a cup of milk to this. Okay. And then it says you're going to pour it over the cake and you're going to get it as much of it wet as possible. Now obviously you don't want to mix it up, but just want to put a little bit of it back here because I didn't get none there. And it goes into the oven at 350 for 45 to 60 minutes. So I'll bring you back when this is completely done and I will show you the end results. But we're also going to make our chicken and dumplings. So let's get ready to jump into that. But first I am going to, it doesn't say to do this, but I'm going to cut up some more, well, chop up, break up some more of these pecans and toss them on top. We got the cake out of the oven. It says to let it cool completely, even serve it, you know, cold. But you know me, I didn't wait that long. I went ahead and dug into it, ate a little bit of it. It is delicious. Like, I expected it to be good, but it far exceeded my expectations of it. And when I pulled it out, I was like, well, that's kind of ugly, but it tastes so good. So if you like pumpkin, definitely suggest. I'm excited about that. I would like to just eat a big plate of that, but we're not gonna do that. No, we're not gonna do that. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started on, why is my color like that? So we can fix it. I'm gonna go ahead and get started on the chicken and dumplings. Nolan, you're a little loud, boo-boo. You have to have cooked chicken, so you could just use rotisserie chicken will work really good. I went ahead and baked some chicken earlier. I just took 3 chicken breasts. Yeah, 3 halves, not even really halves, it's just something, the frozen ones anyways. Cut them in half, baked them, they're done. I'm gonna shred them up, put them in a big pan with 6 cups of water. It says 2 quarts, which is 8 cups, but I don't think I use as much chicken as it's asking for, so I'm gonna use 6 cups of water and then make a broth using these because I don't have actual chicken broth or better than bouillon cubes, which is not cubes. Better than bouillon is the best. It just tastes the best, but I don't have any, so we're gonna make do with what we got. I'm gonna go ahead and get this made because I really just want to dive into that cake, to be honest. So we're gonna go ahead and do this. It's a pretty easy recipe. So we're gonna get it going here. I'm gonna get this water, which will make chicken broth, coming to a boil while we do this. Shred up the chicken, add the chicken, and then we'll get the dumplings going and we'll be ready to eat. And then I get to eat the cake. No storm will tear us apart. I will hold on to you no matter what comes. High on the mountain, blinded by the rain, so tired of climbing.
my name. Lay it all down, lay it all down, everything. I will hold on to you no matter what comes. I will hold on to you no matter what comes. No night can last forever, no storm will tear us apart. I will.
Okay, so we got that coming to a boil now, and so the little bouillon cubes will be dissolved by the time we're done. So we're gonna go ahead and get started on the dumplings part of it. The one thing pretty much I guess that was different, and actually the thing that made me want to try it, was the dumplings at Cracker Barrel are the like rolled out ones and cut ones. It's been a long time since I've had those, and it just made me want them. So that's how we're gonna do them. You'll need 2 cups of flour. This is just all-purpose flour. It just says flour, so I assume that that's what we need. And then you need a 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. I'm just gonna eyeball it. A pinch of salt and butter. I gotta grab it. Okay, so grab the butter. You need 2 tablespoons of butter. So, and then another thing you need is a cup of buttermilk, and I don't have any buttermilk. I know you can make buttermilk using vinegar and milk, but we're just gonna put a cup of heavy whipping cream in it, because I figured it will be just fine. Hopefully. So, probably should have read the directions, because I'm pretty sure I just messed it up. But it's okay. We'll make it work. Yeah. I was supposed to cut the butter before I added the cream. I won't blame you. It's fine. It's fine. Let's get it added. Mixed up a little bit here. And then I'll go in with the pastry cutter. Just make sure we cut in the butter a little bit. Chunk of butter in there. That's fine. We're just gonna put them back into this bowl until we bring that back to a complete boil, and then we'll stick them in there. If you're picking any of them up and they're sticky, I might just take them and stick them in some of the extra flour. That way they're not sticking together. But I think we got them all coated pretty well for the most part.
I look down for you in the middle of my pain. I reach down farther, calling out your name. Always I'm searching for a long lost piece of heart. I sought and found you, like a fire in the deepest parts. I will hold on to you no matter what comes. I will hold on to you no matter what comes.
Alright guys, and that is going to be it for this video. Both of these dishes are absolutely amazing. This may be the best chicken and dumplings I have ever made, and I'm not just saying that. These was delicious. I don't know, maybe I just got lucky, but make sure that you go over and you check out that playlist if you're interested in cooking videos. I'm sure there will be something else there that you enjoy. So
thank you, sir. I appreciate you coming out.
what do you think?
So it's always a pleasure.
What?
Likewise.
I'll drink it.
But can't
That's what I'm talking about.
It's got a little bit too much pumpkin flavor.
I like it. Once again, guys,
I don't like
just
pumpkins.
thank you for everything.
I know.
Thank you for
Other than that,
you
yeah.
comments, positivity. It's greatly appreciated. If you haven't already, go over to Remodeling.com.
Yep, that's going to be it for this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Stuff like that really helps out my little channel. And as always, remember to show grace, be content, and live blessed. Until next time, bye guys.
High on the mountain, blinded by the